What's going on, guys? SimpleAnime, welcome to my episode 6 review of One Punch Man. Now, at the beginning of the episode, the middle, we sort of got to see how the Hero Association works. We saw that anybody less than a Class B has to solve minor crimes in order to stay hero. And I'm guessing that obviously when they apprehend the criminals, they give them to the police record it, say, okay, who brought him in, and then the Hero Station records, okay, it was this guy, and slowly a person moves up in the ranks of Class C to B and A and S, right? And we also saw the bad side of the Hero Association. We saw a tank top tiger with a ridiculous outfit. So I guess it just goes with the theme of ridiculous anime with ridiculous characters. And we saw, they just do it for the glory, the fame. They don't really care about helping people out. But at the same time, we also got a glimpse of some S-class heroes. Now, the one that really stood out was Watchdog, because the fact is he was sitting on a mountain of corpses when he was doing his report. Given, yes, a ridiculous outfit, once again, goes with the theme, I was like, okay, S-class heroes. Now, those monsters were either really strong or really weak, because if they are quite strong, that means they could be close to Satayama's strength. So it could be maybe later on, if, let's say, the S-class heroes want to take on Satayama, like a little sparring match, or see how strong he is, maybe there might be a challenge there for him. But we'll probably learn in later episodes. But what really actually stood out in this episode was near the ending with the Kelp monster, about how it visited City Z, about how it wanted to build a reputation for itself, and it took out some heroes. But what was interesting was that the fact is we already know the fact before that a certain part of City Z was closed off. Now, it was closed off because of appearances of monsters and everything, but the reasoning behind it was unknown. Until a little theory of mine sort of came up, and later on when we were introduced with some SWAT monsters near the end, how they were talking about humans are staying away from a certain part of City Z, and how there are strong monsters there, right? So my theory is that because Satayama lives there, I guess when he got his newfound strength, he started taking out monsters that were within a close vicinity of his home. So that's why we see that blockade. So I'm going to guess it's like a 10-kilometer range, let's just say that, right? And monsters used, we know that all the cities get monsters coming, but I guess that was an entry point for the city, an entry point in City Z for monsters, and which was through close to Satayama's home. And we saw that, and even though the rest of the cities there are heroes saving, they don't cause damage like Satayama does. So when Satayama got his newfound strength, he started taking on monsters slowly more, and there's more destruction everywhere. And slowly people started just going further into City Z and getting away from the outskirts. I'm gonna assume that it is, and slowly more people started, until Satayama was the only one left. And since they closed out the city, all you saw was monsters just coming in, and there was more and more damage just being done to that part of the city. And I guess the rumors started spreading that humans were like, oh, there's a big monster in this part of the City Z, and that's why it's closed off. And the rumor spread to the monsters, and the monsters started to coming more and more into City Z to see, is it either to make a reputation for themselves, or can become a strong monster, or figure out what that strong monster is doing that's causing that damage, or what's causing this big hype up amongst the humans. And nobody knows that it's actually Satayama doing it, because he's the one who takes him out, causes that damage. So more and more monsters are coming in, and more Satayama was taking them out. More damage was caused. More rumors were spread about that city, and even amongst the Hero Association, they were like, okay, what's going on in City Z? It's uninhabited, and there's nobody living there. There's a high frequency of monsters, and I guess the main reason is Satayama. It's just like a mix-up of what's really going on. The monsters think it's the monsters thinks it's another monster doing the damage. The humans think it's the monsters, but in reality, no one's thinking it's actually a human who's doing all that damage. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Remember to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.